Hello and welcome to this tutorial number 12 of Dictionary Bits. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about reduplicative words. These are words that contain two identical or very similar parts. For example, crisscross, willy-nilly, and mumbo jumbo. In the English language, there are around 350 reduplicative words or expressions. Since they sound similar, such words are also called tautonyms. Let's learn a few of the most widely used tautonyms by way of examples. First is willy-nilly. As an adverb, it means whether desired or not, or without regard for the consequences or the wishes of those affected. For example, some writers chasing money churn out novels willy-nilly. By extension, it also means seemingly at random or haphazardly. For example, theists believe that everything is God's will and nothing happens willy-nilly. Next is mumbo jumbo. As a noun, it means any object of superstition or religious words or actions which are seen as superstitious or fraudulent. For example, his mantras and healing services are little more than mumbo jumbo. By extension, it refers to any confusing or meaningless speech which is beyond your understanding. For example, football lingo is mumbo jumbo to me. Next is nitty-gritty. As a noun, it means the core or essence of something or the gist. For example, he gave a short summary without getting into the nitty-gritty of the problem. Or, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and work out the cost. The next are hodgepodge and hodgepodge. As nouns, both refer to a collection containing a variety of miscellaneous things. In other words, a confused state of things. The only difference between the two is hodgepodge is the American English, whereas hodgepodge is used by the British. For example, his latest sculpture is a hodgepodge of kitchen clutter and scrap glued together. Or his essay was a hodgepodge of other people's ideas. Next is hullabaloo. It is pronounced as hullabaloo. As a noun, it refers to a clamor or a commotion or a fuss. For example, they made such a hullabaloo about the change that the authorities were forced to change it back. Or, though it was a small accounting error, it caused a great confusion and hullabaloo. Next is flip-flop. As a noun, it refers to an instance of repeatedly changing one's stated opinion about a matter. In other words, a U-turn. For example, they did a complete flip-flop by deciding to have a large wedding rather than getting married secretly. Next are itsy bitsy, teeny weeny, teeny tiny, and teensy weensy. These words are close synonyms and as adjectives refer to something very small or minuscule, often used in humorous way. For example, but the small itsy bitsy two-letter word no is more difficult to say. Or, she wore an itsy bitsy, teeny weeny, yellow polka dot bikini. Next is pitter patter. As a noun, it refers to a soft, pounding sound as of tiny feet or of rain on a rooftop. For example, next morning, I heard the pitter patter of my kids moving around the house. Or, Anna's heart went pitter-patter as she opened the letter. As a verb, it can be used as the rain pitter-pattered on the roof. To sum up this tutorial, the things we learned in this tutorial are: first, reduplicative words are the words that contains two identical or very similar parts. And a few tautonyms we learned are willy-nilly, mumbo jumbo, nitty-gritty, hodgepodge, hodgepodge, hullabaloo, flip-flop, itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny, teeny-tiny, teensy-weensy, and pitter-patter. This is all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Hope it was worth your time. If you liked the video, please do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the next video on time. By then, bye bye. See you next week with a new tutorial.